Despite Caitlin Clark being 13th highest earner in 2024, pay gap between NBA and WNBA wider than ever. Even though her first to the NBA contract wasn't massive, Caitlin Clark still managed to do well for herself financially thanks to her endorsement deals. Looking at some of the highest earning female athletes, the pay gap between the WNBA and NBA continues to grow at a massive rate. As 2024 comes to a close, Forbes compiled a list of the female athletes who made the most on and off the field. Coming in at the top spot was tennis star Coco Gauff, who made just over $34 million. The Indiana Fever star came in at No. 13 on this list, racking up a total of $8.1 million. While breaking down the earnings of Caitlin Clark of other female athletes, the disparity between them and their male counterparts was brought up. The highest earners in the WNBA only make around $2,410,000. Meanwhile, there are over 40 NBA players who make more than Gauff's total earnings on their contract alone. The top 20 women made an estimated $191 million off the field this year, compared with $624 million for the men. But the big difference is on the field, with playing salaries, bonuses, and prize money. The WNBA's Supermax salary, for instance, was $241,984 this season. In the NBA, by contrast, 41 players this season will eclipse Gauff's total earnings with their salaries alone, according to contract database Spotrac. For context, 3 women in the WNBA were tied for the highest salary at $241,984. Meanwhile, Steph Curry has the largest salary in the NBA this season at $55.7 million. Caitlin Clark is worth just as much as her WNBA counterparts. When discussing the pay gap between the WNBA and NBA, the main thing brought up is that the men drive in more attention and revenue than the women. However, in just her first year, Caitlin Clark has shown how big a draw she is already. In a story for the Indy Star earlier this month, a breakdown was provided on the financial impact Clark has had on the WNBA. It was revealed that the Fever star accounted for over 26% of the league's overall activity. The main figures were merchandise sales, TV ratings, and fan attendance to games she appeared in. By Brewer's calculation, Clark is responsible for 26.5% of the WNBA's league-wide activity for the 2024 season, including attendance, merchandise sales, and television. 1 of every 6 tickets sold at a WNBA arena can be attributed to Clark. There is still a long road ahead for the WNBA, but they found a star who has broken into the mainstream and brought a large number of fans to women's basketball. Based on her financial impact in just 1 year, Caitlin Clark has an opportunity to slowly start helping women and the WNBA close the dramatic pay gap.